Hello there, my name is David Hotler, and I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how to live stream using the Theta 360 or pretty much any 360 video camera to HugVR, which is a website that is made by the Ducklings Incorporated. So just quickly, I'm going to talk about some of the hardware you need, and then I'm going to go into the software side of things. So first of all, I'm going to be using my Theta S camera that I purchased on Amazon, and I'm going to be, you're going to have to hook it up hardwired to your computer using this cable that they provided. One thing about that is once you hook it up, the connection is at the bottom, and it can make it pretty difficult to get the Theta then to stand straight up. Now, I've seen a friend of mine just cut a hole in a cardboard box so that it's pretty tight right here, and it holds it straight up. I went a step further, and I made this little coupling for my Manfrotto tripod. So this is my tripod, and I basically wanted this screw to be longer so that it wouldn't get in the way of the cable when I'm trying to screw it in. And I did that by making this piece, and it looks probably a lot more difficult than it is. Essentially, I started by buying a piece of all-thread screw. You want 1/4 inch by 20. Excuse me. 20 is just the distance between the thread, and 1/4 inch is the width. I then bought a coupling that's just a long nut, essentially, and I bought some heat shrink from the local West Marine, and I screwed the coupling onto the tripod, and then I screwed the all thread into the coupling so that it was sticking out the right amount of distance. What I mean by that is that there's enough space inside of here for the tripod, and then I put my heat shrink on and heated it up with a lighter, like you can see there in the photo, and then I cut just a little bit off for the Theta. So essentially, you can take this guy, screw it into the bottom of your Theta or 360 camera if you have this problem, and now you've basically extended the screw, and you can screw it onto your tripod or whatever you're using, and now I've got a taller tripod set up that doesn't get in the way of the cord. Once your camera's ready to go, if you're using the Theta, you need to get it into live video mode, and to do that, you simply hold down on the hold down on the power button, and hold down on the change between camera and video camera mode for a couple of seconds until the device powers on, and then you'll know that it's in live mode when you see the word live underneath the video camera. And I like to do that before I plug it in to the computer. Now, if you haven't already done so, you do need to go to theta360.com and click on the download section, and you do need to download the UV Blender. This guy right here called the live streaming app. Download it for whatever operating system you're using and install it. And it's a software that's going to run in the background, but essentially it's going to take the video feed from both sides of my camera. Basically, the lens on each side is going to put out 2 different video feeds. It's going to take those and it's going to blend them together into that nice equirectangular video that we're so used to seeing. And it's going to do it live in the background. You're never going to see it or have to open it or run it. So you got to have that installed, have that ready to go, and then you're almost done. So now that my camera's on and it's mounted to something, and I've got it in live mode, and I've got the right software installed on my computer, I'm going to go over to HugVR.com, and this is where I can create my live stream room. I've already signed in using my Facebook account, and so you can sign in, create an account, or sign in with your Facebook. And I'm just going to click the Create a Room button, and it's going to allow me to create a unique identifier here. But essentially, HugVR.com/1 whatever I type in is what I would give to someone who wanted to view my live stream. I can put a title on the live stream, and I can also choose to share it directly on Facebook if I'm signed in with my Facebook account. I can also click the private live button, and that means that it's not going to share it on HugVR's list of current live streams. And if you click on that live button up there at the top, it will take you to a list of the current live streams that you can go and see. So if you're a teacher using this in a classroom and you only want certain people to see it, definitely click the private button so that it's not listed in that, and then share this link with only the people that you want. So before I go live, I'm going to click, and I'm going to go ahead and plug my camera in, and then I'm going to hit the live button. Now, if this is your first time pressing the live button, it's going to ask you which camera you'd like to use and microphone and that. So right here it says that the camera is not connected. Make sure it's in live mode and refresh the page. If this is your first time, you're going to get a little pop-up that says, do you want to allow Chrome to utilize the camera? Select which camera. It's going to ask you some questions. Essentially, you want to make sure that your browser is viewing the Theta S. And what I did was here, I went up to this my browser window. I'm using Chrome, by the way, and as soon as you're on a site that can potentially use your camera, you're going to see this little camera button. And when you click on that, it allows you to choose the feed that is coming in for this particular website. So it's saying, which microphone do you want to use? And when I click that drop-down list, I'm going to see the built-in microphone, which is the one I'm using now, or the Ricoh Theta S. And when it says camera, I don't have an option because I'm currently using my camera. So let's... Alright. So one of the important parts of making sure your live stream works the first time you try it is to turn on your Theta in live mode and have it plugged in before you click the start live button. I just hiccuped that, and I actually just edited it out, but you want to make sure that your camera's in live mode, and then you plug it into the computer, and then you go to HugVR, those 3 steps, and then you click that live button, but only after your camera is in live mode and plugged into the computer. Then you go to HugVR. And so here on screen, this is a live 360 view of my kitchen, right here where I'm producing this awesome video for you. And so I can distribute this link in any social media world, and people can click on it and come view this. If you're using one of the apps, it's going to show that list of live rooms that I showed. If you're using the Android Chrome app, you can actually use the Google Cardboard feature and link up and actually view it in the virtual reality in your Google Cardboard. I haven't had much success with the iPhone app, but you're more than welcome to try. When you're done with your live feed, you simply close the window and this goes away. Anyone who's viewing your live feed is also able to do a little chat here on the side, which is pretty cool. And the only reason they would know you have a live feed is either you gave them this link or they saw you in the live feed section and popped into your room and asked some questions. So that is basically HugVR and how to do a live stream. So hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Take care.